Hi, I'm Deepak Ahuja. I'm the co-founder and CEO of iAccel Gulf Business Incubator. iAccel basically has a vision to become a full ecosystem player for UAE and the Middle East. We want to bring the startup ecosystem to be a very vibrant community in this region, starting with amazing tech companies, bringing some fantastic entrepreneurs in this geography. Also to create an angel network, which is a very important foundation stone of any startup ecosystem, which is what our endeavor is. Of course, we are also planning to work with academia to bring the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship in the universities. So I've been a startup investor for a long time, and I'm not a passive investor. Whenever I invested in the startup, I also see how I can help them. And what I realized in the journey of last few years is that here is a startup which is done well in their home country. So it could be India, it could be US, it could be Singapore, and they are looking for global expansion. And Dubai has been a global hub for business expansion for many years. And of late, the government of UAE has been very keen to foster the startup ecosystem. So I saw the two sides of this and I realized this is the best thing to do, and which is where the motivation and thought process of launching iAccel came into picture. We are actually in the process of creating legacy here, because if you look at UAE, it's grown over a period of last so many years by bringing in different businesses from geographies. Today, UAE is ready to be a platform for tech companies, and which is where iAccel's vision also coincides. So we are on the right track to play a very significant role in the journey of innovation, entrepreneurship, and sustainable growth that the UAE is endeavored to. I think this is again a very important question, because for longest, businesses have tried to come to UAE for their expansion plan. Unfortunately, they don't get the right advice, I would say, in a very plain, simple word. So what we try to do is, in the beginning itself, we make sure that the startup that we're talking to has a use case for this geography. I mean, if the solution is applicable in their home country, does it have a market here? Does it have a use case? Does it have a target audience here? Which is what we start with. That's the filtering mechanism that we have. Once we have ticked those boxes, then obviously a startup needs multiple things, and we provide a value proposition which is very strong. So right from entity establishment, we help them to get a mainland entity, which is again a very important decision to be made, because there are multiple jurisdictions in the country where a startup can have its entity established, but mainland gives them a huge advantage, because then you can work with almost everybody, including the large corporate, government department, banks, which is what we help them with. They also need an office space, so we have a huge co-working space that they can utilize for that. These are hygiene factors, but what really is important is that in our strategy to help them, the go-to-market is our main advantage, the acceleration that we can provide. There are multiple examples of how we have helped a startup to get into market in less than 3 months' time, where it could have taken them 1 year or maybe 2 years to find the feet on the ground. We use our huge extensive network that we have created by putting right people in front of them. So right from the mentors, advisors, investors, getting them access to the government bodies, the regulators. These are all our strategic input. And also we bring in the sensitivities, because this region has its own cultural sensitivities which have to be taken into account. So iAccel plays a very important role, and that's proven from some of the success stories that we have already and how the founders have vouched for us. I think we play a significant role, and we are happy to do that. We work with the startups who actually have a revenue. So in terms of early stage, our definition is not idea stage. We work with companies which have some revenue and some client base. Now for such companies at early stage, what are the key requirements? One, obviously they need a lot of hand-holding, and which is what we are focusing on in terms of our mentor network. So we make sure that the right mentor is assigned to such companies. Sometimes more than one person is assigned, so that they get their right product market fit for this particular region. They also need a lot of help on funding, because at early stage they are probably funded by the founder and the friends and family. So we have an angel network which is almost growing by the week, and there are many angels who are wanting to put money but also help the startup. So those are the two strong elements. And then when it comes to the growth stage and the companies are ready for introductions, we are ready for that as well. One of our key element of support is the backing of Dubai SME and Dubai Economic Department. We are introducing all our startups to Dubai Economic Department, and then based on their domain, they are then further introduced to the relevant ministries and regulatory bodies. So for early stage startup, we are a kind of match made in heaven. We provide them with all the support that is required because they have very limited resources, and with us, their journey is going to be fast tracked and very, very effective.